Are we recording?
Yeah, it's recording. I mean, we haven't started yet, but I just don't feel like getting back up. Because the thing about you is you're involved and you're so driven. There's no telling what business you'll start. And that's the little bit I know about you. I mean, if it makes...
Never know.
Yeah.
Dude, I've done a little bit of everything, but like all kinds of shit. Am I supposed to be wearing those?
You can. I just like the way it sounds, dude. You got a pretty head of hair. But you go into...
Is there a right and left?
Yeah, there is.
I was trying to do the quarter.
And I'll edit anything, dude. And the ideal scenario is to not edit, but at the end of the day, I mean, I had a buddy on here that was liking to use a particular word that you can't say. He's in the bar business.
Oh.
So I had to find a way to get through that. But how the hell did you wake up and say, you know what, the washer dryer business, that's what... Because it's kind of inspiring to me, to be honest with you, bro. I mean, you do the fucking coffee, and you do the other things.
I mean, none of it's originally my idea.
Yeah?
I didn't, come up with it. I just saw a guy doing it on the internet. I was like, damn, that's genius. And then when more I started thinking about it, and then I approved on his. So how he's done it, I'm like, well, why isn't he doing this? So it went from, he put an ad out to do it without even owning a washer.
Local.
At Facebook Marketplace. 100%.
You just saw it.
No, YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube. Yeah, I follow a guy his whole thing is starting businesses. The guy, he's an influencer. He's got a pretty big podcast. He's probably got I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of followers.
If you don't mind, send me a shit when you get a minute.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to look it up right quick. Of course, this is probably not a good thing to do on a... That's why Joe Rogan's got Jamie. Hey, Jamie, look this up.
Dude, and then do you watch PBD podcast? It's all politically driven. His name, I'll send it to you. It's Pat Bet David.
Oh, I know it.
Same thing. He's got a guy. Fuck, I can't remember. Same thing. He looks shit up, pulls it up. But I would guarantee.
Well, I thought it would pop right up on the top of my pocket. Oh, here he is. Yep. See, this post, a business anyone can start today with just $100. The corner office is what it's called. But that's all he does. He talks about investing in easy businesses to start. I've never done anything he's talked about except for the washer and dryer.
You're in to do that, 100%.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just haven't pulled the trigger on it because it's in line. I got to focus on, I have to make myself focus on specific things.
I'm with you.
The way my brain works is I want to do this and I want to do it now. I want to do this, washer dryer business. All right, I'm starting today and I'll do it. But then the other shit I was doing. So that's how, I have to be all right, put it on the burner. Daily I catch myself. I don't catch myself. I purposely work on stuff in pieces as I'm moving about. I'll be working at Game On something. Get done with that. I need to run down to the Kettle and do this. Okay, this timing's going to work out in this way, and then I'm going to have to be here. So I might as well work on this for a minute. So I'll spend 30 minutes working on putting up the glass wall.
Okay.
I'll do part of the trim, and then I'll move on and go back and do whatever else I was doing. But I intentionally do it. I'm not doing it because I'm not focusing. I'm bouncing around.
But do you consider yourself, can you multitask, or are you kind of singularly focused?
No, I'm multitasking.
Yeah.
But see, the problem is if I'm ADD as fuck.
Me too.
So if I don't harness it, then I will. I'll just be, it's say I got to walk in the other room and get my keys. And then I end up adjusting the plants. Or I got to water the plants. Then I'll start watering the plants. All I was doing is going to get my keys, but then I'm watering my plants. Well, then I realized that there's something else out of order that needs to be worked on. Then I'll end up in that other room doing 20 things to just go get my keys.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But how do you get over that? Because I'm exactly that.
You got to work with it. You just know you do that kind of thing, but you got to think ahead and be okay, if I stop and do this, how long am I going to work on it? And do I have time? And if you don't, then you'll think you've thought about it. Then you'll stop and keep doing what you were already doing.
So you have the mental capacity to stop.
Yeah, I still, yesterday we were going to get to the grocery store. Me and Michelle were going to run up to the grocery store, and I was delinting some socks.
What the hell's that?
She had washed them, or one of us had washed them, and it got lint balls all over my socks.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get them off, but they're wool socks. So I just took a trimmer and was shaving my socks.
You're shitting me.
She came in the room and was looking at me like, you're shaving your fucking socks. And would just look at me dumbfounded. I'm like, That's how you get lint off of sweaters and shit. You take a fucking shaver and you.
Your head shaver, your face shaver.
Yeah, you can clean the lint off your shit with them.
Dude,
You never knew that?
No.
It works like it's the best way to do it. They're little mini scissors, so you're literally just.
Yeah, but how thick are your socks?
They're pretty damn thick. I mean, they're these.
Oh, you wear the big boys.
Yeah, see these little wool ball, these little things.
That bothered you?
No, it was covered to the point where if I had put them on, I'd feel it.
On the inside.
No, on the outside. Like that's how big the lint balls were.
Dude, I gotta try. I'm gonna fucking put lint on my socks and I'm gonna shave them.
I mean, you can do it with a sweater or whatever. Like if you got a sweater or a toboggan.
I never thought about it.
You know when you got a beanie you really like and it gets little fucking balls and makes it look like shit. You don't want to wear it anymore because of that. Just take a trimmer and fucking trim
That's
it.
genius.
It takes it back to new. Because it's just shaving that loose. All lint is loose fabric.
You know what people like me do? Tape
Oh, yeah.
and spend 3 hours.
Yeah. That works
Doing
sometimes.
That's fuck no, man. I had no idea.
Yeah, dude, a trimmer.
But the multitasking thing, I don't know how to get over it. Because I'll come here and just to fucking pick up a key or something else. And next thing I know, I'm here for 2 hours.
Dude, I do that daily. That's just how you just got to roll with it.
So you have to, you accept it?
Yeah.
Or
well, like Michelle,
I want to
tell her
fix
I'm
it.
going somewhere, and I'll be back 20 minutes. She's like, she knows. She used to be like either beforehand, no, you won't, or when I got back, where the hell were you? Well, now she just knows, and we just roll with it. And everything just keeps going in motion. It's just part of it. You just got to do it.
Dude, I wish Sammy could accept that.
Yeah, I mean, that's just part of it. That's how I am. There ain't no way around it. I'm not going to not do it.
Yeah.
Because then I'd be stressed out all the time. Because if you don't roll with it, it stresses you out.
Okay, well, have you ever been where you know Michelle's waiting on you, but you know you're going to get distracted, and then you have the anxiety, holy shit, I got distracted,
yeah.
I got to go home and catch her shit.
Yeah, I do that.
I got to get over
She
that.
doesn't give me shit, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, she'll get annoyed sometimes like anybody would. But she doesn't, like, harp on me about it. Just because she knows. Like,
I think Sammy's gotten better.
She's accepted it. Like, she just goes with it.
She's chill with it.
And I notice it. I recognize that well, I don't take advantage of it. I still hurry up. I don't like say, oh, fuck it, she's not going to give a shit.
Right.
Because then then you're taking advantage of somebody.
But then it's a problem getting home.
Right.
Yeah.
So I try to hurry still, but I'm going to do extra shit. You know, it usually will turn in about 2 hours.
Along that line, because we're in a business where it's easy to get distracted.
Yeah.
Just take the Kettle and Stoke Ridge, right? And you know you got to talk to customers. Mm-hmm. You do. I mean,
that drives me nuts, though.
Yeah.
That's when I get real stressed.
Well.
When I'm trying to do stuff and people are trying to small talk with me.
But you have to.
Yeah, I know. But it bugs the shit out of me.
Fair question. Have you ever walked in the Kettle and said, oh, shit, there's a 20-minute conversation sitting at
book
two,
yeah.
and you go the other way?
Oh,
okay, perfect.
Fuck, almost daily.
Okay. I just didn't think I was a bad guy because sometimes I won't go in the bar, bro.
No, it's realistic.
Yeah.
Oh, if I don't have time, I won't. Well, Michelle does the same thing, though. Anybody that owns a place knows that. You got to. And also, it's the Irish goodbye. You can't say bye to everybody. You just leave. You just ghost. Like, I can't say, if you stopped and said bye, like if I'm say we're in a room and more than a couple people, like you say you're in your bar area and you got to leave. And you know a lot of people can see you, that you know that you like, love, care about, whatever. You don't want to just be a dick to them. But you can't go around the room and say bye to every one of them. You just can't. It would be physically unrealistic.
But you know, I feel guilty.
Yeah,
even to this day, I'm
bit.
like, fuck, man, I should have.
But so I purposely will just blow out. Like instead of saying bye to one person, because then you're picking favorites. And then that's worse than just leaving.
Yeah.
Because if most people that know you, that give a shit about you, if you just leave, they know that you needed to. Mm-hmm. They get it. Anybody with any sense knows. I probably need to talk closer to that.
Nah, it's picking you up. It doesn't matter, dude.
But you know what I mean? Like if people respect you at all and you just leave, they probably know you had somewhere to be. Like you can't dedicate part of your. I mean, you're there if you're there all the time.
Right.
Like if you work there, you can't dedicate every bit of yourself to it. Like
but I'm not there a lot. Are you there a lot to the Kettle?
Probably roughly about like you are.
Michelle runs it, right? Pretty much?
Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't realize we're very similar in that aspect.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But when you go in, they want to see you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Holy fuck, Andy's here. How you doing? I hadn't seen you in a while.
Yeah. Every time.
I feel like shit, dude.
I try to do stuff I got to do there during the day. I try not to be there at night. Like, I'll go back there tonight after this, but I got some projects I want to work on.
Yeah.
I got some little crap I'm doing. So I'll just go work on that.
How did you get into, like, what made you, we talked briefly prior to this about the bottle business. What made you want to get into the alcohol business?
It was kind of like a hobby, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
And I was a drinker, obviously. And then it just looked like a good business for me to be in.
Did you get into it mistakenly wanting to own the place where you drank?
No.
Yeah.
No. Oh, no. No, I mean, I never drank at work.
No. Dude, you're smart.
No, I never drank at work. I never, ever, not one time I've ever worked while I was drinking. Or drank while I was at work, either one.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. But you
I've
wanted
been
to
there and drank.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I drank there. But, like, if, say my bartender's cut somebody off and I'm there drinking, and that person comes to me, Andy, they cut me off. I'm like, nope, I'm not working. I can't do anything. I can't tell them. Yeah, I cannot tell them what to do. It's illegal for one, and I'm not going to undermine my employee, too. You know,
Correct.
I'm not going to do that. And people are like, well, okay. And I'm like, if you can't respect me enough to take that, and you get mad at me, then what? Be mad at me. I don't care. That, like, whatever. I mean, you can't help that.
I just found that alcohol is an interesting game that if you drink, which I've done, it's hard not to get sucked into making mistakes at your spot when you're drinking. Because I've made plenty of that. I've made a lot, dude.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of that.
You know, where you get fucked up. Like I used to DJ, and I would say things on the mic.
Oh God, I never did that.
It was bad. It was bad. I mean, there was a time where, you know, in Northwest Observer, do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
So this is like 2012, 13. Every Saturday I'd come in and be sober at 7 o'clock. Then they'd watch me drink. And when I drink heavy, right? Back in the day. And then I'd lose my mind, dude. People would not walk in front of the DJ stand because I would make fun of them. It was horrible.
Oh, damn.
I got written up for making fun of their weight, their age, and their sexual orientation.
What do you mean you got written up?
In Northwest Observer.
Oh, they wrote an article about you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And Patty Stokes, who owns it, right? She
owns Northwest Observer?
Remember the gripes or whatever? It's like a gripe section. Friends and gripes.
Yeah.
So she calls me. I was struggling anyhow. And she calls me and says, we got a complaint about Saturday night. The DJ said, Patty, do me a favor. I said, because I was advertising with her. I was spending money with Northwest Observer. We had just opened like 2012. I said, that was me. I said, do me a favor, because we had a good relationship at the time. I said, do me a favor, don't print that. It'll never happen again. She said, cool. About a week later, she fucking printed it.
Oh, shit.
She said, it's against my, such and such integrity as a journalist. Bullshit. It's bullshit.
They don't have to write every single story they hear, and they don't.
No. It was bullshit. She didn't have anything else to write.
There's no way she writes everything she hears.
I agree.
There's no way.
Does she report to Kernersville or no? That's not considered Northwest, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Do y'all have any local newspaper?
Kernersville News.
Are they pretty tough to deal with, or are they good?
They're owned by a company in Tennessee now.
Okay.
Oh, they were. John Owensby was the owner.
He was solid with you?
No. He had no motive to dislike me, and he did everything he could to make my life miserable.
No shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was terrible. He went to the town. Anytime, I put up a sign for Jenny was running for mayor, put up a sign. The town came. If I did any little thing that wasn't perfect with the town, they always knew. But it was because he would freaking call them and tell them. He'd write articles complaining about us. He went to I called him multiple times, flat out lie to town hall in front of everybody.
You went to the town hall to do it, or no?
Well, town hall in the meeting.
Okay.
The monthly meeting with the aldermen when they vote on everything or whatever, when we had the noise ordinance thing going on.
That was the shit with your bands?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He would flat out, he was one of the driving forces behind that, me catching shit for that. He supported all the people that complained, and he would coach them and blah, 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 write articles about it. He would go to town hall. He went to the meetings and spoke to the aldermen when the public can speak about the issue. He flat out lied. He would say that he had some tenants live in the house behind the newspaper, which is behind the Kettle. The newspaper's right next to the Kettle.
All right, facing the Kettle, where is it?
Right beside of it.
Right to the right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the big brick building right beside the Kettle. Right. He would say that his tenants complained and stuff like that. They did not. They have my number. I know them. We talk. They never complained. They never said a word. He one time told me, asked me to move. He asked me, basically telling me the way he did it, but he lied to me and told me his tenants in the house behind him, which is connected to the paper's property, that the tenants had complained about the smell of a porta-john that I had put there. The porta-john was brand new, fresh. It had just been delivered for an event we were going to be having that Saturday.
Ain't nobody shit in it.
Nobody's used it.
Yeah.
It was literally had brand new cleaner and all that in it. If they were smelling it, they were smelling like a bathroom clean smell. They never said a word about it. He just wanted to bug me, so I moved it. So, say this is the newspaper's lot. It's about this shape. The house is right here.
Yeah.
The porta-john was right here on. This is the Kettle. Same,
Like kind of where the bus is or whatever.
What that?
Didn't you have like a Volkswagen bus or something back there?
A half on
Yeah.
on the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the dumpsters are.
Yep,
Their house is right behind the dumpsters.
Okay.
Moreover, they don't complain about the dumpsters that are there all the time, but they're complaining about porta-john. Just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so I moved it from that right by the dumpsters, which is the most common sense place to put a porta-john, next to the dumpsters. I moved it to the front, right beside the Kernersville newspaper's front door.
Oh, that's dope as hell.
I put it right by as close to his property as I can get it. As close to his front door as I can get it.
That's fucking dope.
And I left it there. And the porta-john company, I was like, oh, you can leave it. Just pick it up whenever you get time.
That's
just leave
great.
it after it has been used for a day.
That's fucking great.
We just left it there.
He say anything about that?
He knew better.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to say nothing about that. But, any chance he got, he gave me shit.
Yeah.
But he died, hit his head running or something.
He died?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he died of it. Like, it was during, like, all the stuff. I was like, shit, they're going to accuse me of killing this dude.
That's no shit. All right, sometime
But apparently he fell and hit his head, but he had heart problems or something. So I don't
in
know if
Kernersville.
I don't know if he had a heart attack or if he
Did you
hit
do
his
it?
head. I'm thinking he was in Kernersville. Hell, he could have been at beach for all I know. But yeah, he would go to the town hall meetings and say those people were complaining that they got a young baby that stays there and blah, 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 blah. It was complete bullshit. He called the cops one time, and a business can't complain because they're not a house about the noise ordinance. Like the noise ordinance, 65 decibels. You can't be a business owner and call and complain.
Okay.
It doesn't apply to you. But the house that he owned, the people lived in it. Well, he called, and he was back at the house trying to convince the cop that I was in violation because he owned the house. Well, that doesn't matter. You own the house. You have tenants. They live in the house.
They never complained.
No. They pulled up while they were gone. They pulled up in their car with the baby, nonetheless, while Owensby and the cops there. And I'm telling the cop and Owensby, I'm like, you don't live here. The people that live here they're fine. They do not care about our
Oh, you were there when the shit went down?
I'm standing there. We're in a group. Here they come. They pull up. John Owensby starts yelling at them. Hey, complain to this officer. Tell him that you're upset about the music. And they said, no. They're Hispanic. They would not complain. They said, no. And they turned around and walked off and went in the house. They were like, we're not
No
complaining.
shit.
They didn't. They're cool. We've always been cool. I mean, we were always
See, dude, I
cool.
always thought it was like if I walk out of your back spot, the house right there on the left, I thought that's the one that was causing the issues.
It is now.
Oh, they are now.
Yeah, so.
Like currently, you're going through some more shit.
Well, no. We just don't have bands like we were.
So you can't.
They'll still call and complain. It's been a while, knock on wood. But like we'd be having karaoke and they call and complain. The cops come. We're not over the decibel limit. And they're like, roll their eyes kind of thing. Oh, dude, he pressed charges on me, said I assaulted him and shit, trespassing. It got thrown out. He's mad.
But you had to go to court.
I fucked his wife years ago.
Nice.
He found out because that's why she wasn't his wife at the time.
Were they living at that house?
She was. She lived there with her ex-husband.
Oh, damn.
And he always hated it, wanted to move out and move to Greensboro. He's a Greensboro guy. He owns the art shop in Greensboro.
I don't know what that is.
There's a place called the Art Shop.
Okay.
But,
I was going to make fun of artists, but you're into art, so.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I don't get my ass whipped.
But he would all the time yell and holler. Well, I'll go back. So how it started was, so the noise issues going on with the town. It was a lady that lived over farther away than any of the people we're talking about. She lived farther down the road in a little abandoned trailer that somehow they got approved.
A trailer back there?
There's a trailer back there. I'm talking old, like
Okay.
1940s or some old as hell, over
Right.
50 years old, 60, 70, 80 years old trailer.
Okay.
Little single wide thing. Had been abandoned. I mean, nobody's lived in it. Windows out of it, that kind of thing. Didn't have a sewer line, nothing. Somehow this dude was able to legally get a sewer line ran to this trailer, which is not legal at all. So he used to work for the town. So I don't know who he knows or what. They pick and choose in Kernersville who they're going to fuck with. 1,000,000%. They pick and choose who they're going to fuck
I
with.
figured that.
But, dude, there's so many cases. I've got it in writing where they've said things and then contradicted what they said and all kinds of stuff. But, there's a good lawsuit to be had.
The thing that's cool as fuck is you fight back, but go
They
ahead.
keep on, and if anything, if shit don't change, like right now, I'll get to it later, but there's shit going on right now that they're trying to extort me for $1,400 for something I don't have anything to do with other than it's a building I own and a tenant. The lady that lives in it owes fees, and they're coming after me for them.
Because you own the building.
Because I don't own it. Clarence owns it,
Okay.
but I lease it, and then I sublease it to the tenants. Anyway, another thing. So the noise ordinance. So this lady back over off the road ain't lived there but a few months.
We're talking about trailer lady.
Trailer lady.
Okay.
She starts calling Sheila DeFore. She starts calling the cops. I'm talking calling them repetitively, nonstop
On you.
on us for noise, constantly.
Okay.
Calling.
Yeah.
Well, the police would write us tickets. Well, the tickets were a joke. They didn't hold up at all. So I didn't care. Write as many of them as you want because they're not going to hold up in court because if you interrupt the quiet repose or blah, blah, blah. If you felt like I was too loud, you could complain and I was breaking the law. That's how the law was in Kernersville, which is ridiculous. You can't do that.
So there's no statute to quantify what that means.
There wasn't.
It's just.
There wasn't.
Okay.
Because of me, it is.
You made
now.
me
I
uncomfortable,
created
so therefore you broke the law.
That was the law. That's literally what the law was. So
Holy
whoever the
shit.
cop was that came, it was on him to decide. So if it was somebody he liked or if he didn't like me, which I've always had a pretty good relationship with Kernersville police, except for this one cop now, currently. Apparently he's a good cop. I don't know.
Is he the DUI guy?
No.
They got one dude that just yanks DUIs.
Yeah. Apparently he was the second in the state at giving DUIs. I heard that a couple of years ago. He was like number 2. He had given the second most DUIs in the state in Kernersville. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you get that? That per capita, that doesn't make sense.
No.
So anyway, she's complaining, right? So we start. I buy a professional grade decibel meter. I've got a decibel meter calibrator machine, everything. It's as legal as it possibly could be. You can't take a decibel reading with any better decibel meter. The Kernersville Police Department uses the same decibel meter I use because I sent it to them and said, this is the one you want because it'll hold up.
Right.
Like, it's going to work. So we go take decibel readings. The highest decibel reading at her home when we were having the loudest concert. We had Big Something playing at our place, one of the biggest bands we'd had sound-wise.
Okay.
If it was going to be loud, that's the show that was going to be loud. So go to her house, 57 decibels.
Educate me. What does that mean?
Our voices right now are about 70.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes. Us talking. So people clapping is louder. Like people clapping is 80 decibels. A car driving by, 80, 84, 85 decibels.
So she's bitching about this. Mm-hmm. The level for which we're talking now.
She could hear it, and she didn't want to be able to hear it. It wasn't that we were literally too loud.
Wow.
Dude, she lied and said the windows vibrated in her house. All kinds of stuff, dude. It was nuts. These people, all of them, every single person that accused me of bothering them lied. All of them. I watched them all flat out lie. Like, it was nuts. I'm like, if I'm doing it, okay, tell the truth. I'd still be in the wrong if I'm in the wrong. They would just flat out lie. Like lies like my windows in my house vibrate. And
At 50 decibels.
At 57 decibels. It's not, if you walk outside and we took a decibel reading of the cars driving by and stuff, that's going to be in that range. If you get closer to the road,
bro.
Obviously it gets higher. About the highest with a car driving by, you're going to hear a normal car, not a muffler.
Yeah.
A normal car is like 80, 85 decibels, somewhere in there.
Did you have to go to court for this?
Dude, I got close to 30 noise violations. That was a lot. Me and anybody working for me.
From her? Or from that?
They won't tell you exactly who they're for. You have to figure it out. But I got the records of the calls that came to, and well, now I know for a fact who's calling because all I got to do is see where the cop goes and takes the decibel reading. Duh.
Yeah.
That's who called. I mean, because the law, the way they wrote it, is you have to, which I helped come up with the current ordinance. That's what I was getting to. So,
Wait a minute. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
So Sheila DeFore, she starts relentlessly calling.
She's trailer lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's writing all the aldermen. She's calling the police department. When I say she's calling them on a Friday night, she would call them every 2 minutes. Like she was calling. Mm-hmm. So no other complaints per se to really say. I mean, people called. There were complaints. Even the police.
Did you fuck the trailer lady?
I don't know. Even the cops told me that we would get noise complaints. They would get noise complaints that it was the Kettle. And they would come to the Kettle. We wouldn't even have live music at all. No, nothing. It would just be a normal day. And the music would be coming from down the road somewhere at some other like a car or another business. Or
Yeah.
It would just, we were the noisy ones. They said it happened all the time. That it was the Kettle. So if they could hear music, it was the Kettle. So that's what people don't get. They were calling because they could hear it, not because it was really loud. It wasn't like a fucking horn honking right beside of you. It was like they could.
But
hear
don't you think the community benefits from what you had?
100%.
Right, the outdoor live music. It was fucking dope, dude.
We had more. We had the whole the alderman board meeting. There were so many people there they couldn't even get in the building to come and support us. People couldn't even get in the building. There were so many people.
Did they keep them out?
Yeah.
Or did they?
Well, I mean, there weren't so many seats.
Yeah.
And you couldn't come in, and people couldn't come in, and they only give you 2 minutes to speak, and so if there's 2 minutes on a subject, then I think it's 2 minutes. Yeah, it was right. It was 2 minutes. So we had a bunch of people that wanted to speak. Well, you couldn't all speak because you had to wrap up what you had to say in
2 minutes.
In 2 minutes.
I've never
So
been.
if there's 5 people, you got 2 minutes to share.
Oh, amongst the 5 people.
Yeah, it's completely.
Oh, that's fucked up.
It's
actually
real fucked up.
Yeah,
you're
that's
talking about
fucked up.
things. You're talking about they're voting on stuff that change people's lives and laws, and proponents or opponents or whatever get 2 minutes. How's
So the
that
shit I
even-
see on the internet, the groups get a lot of time, not the
That
individual.
depends on the town, and that's what Kernersville came up with. Kernersville still
Okay.
operates like a small town in a lot of aspects. So they did that 2 minute thing probably because they had somebody that came in there and they would yap, and it would be completely pointless. And I get it, baby.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because free speech and blah, blah, blah. So they thought the way to alleviate that was restricting time. Well, then when you get a serious issue where people have some valid points that need to be made because the board is clueless on what they're talking about, not in a negative way, they just don't know.
Yeah.
If they don't know. So I would go up there and try to explain to them how decibels work and how variance and how decibels, just because it goes from 50 to 80, the way that it works, it doesn't mean that it's 75% louder. It means the number increases as it gets like blah, blah. So there's this
But they're not willing to educate themselves on the
they
science
would, but
behind
how much
it,
time
right?
can they do?
Well, that's a good point.
You're talking
2
about
minutes.
one issue in a town, like they can't worry about it that much, but they need to allow people that are worried about it to say what they need to say because it affects my life, like directly.
Yeah.
So I had like a literal scientist, that was an audio engineer that wanted to come in. He was going to come from Georgia and speak and explain to them how all this works and blah, 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 blah. They worked with me as much as they could. Police got the decibel meter I've got, did all this shit. It went on for months.
Do you feel the police were on your side, at least
Yeah,
willing to
I think the
entertain your
town-
argument?
I think the town was on my side. They were
Okay.
stuck between a rock and a hard place. You got these older community folks crying about noise, and then, but you're in downtown.
Yeah.
Trains ride by your house. Within 30 feet of their front door is a train track.
For shits and giggles, what do you think a train decibel would be?
When the horn honks,
Yeah.
110, 20 decibels probably.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you go to a concert,
Yeah.
it's 110 decibels roughly. 110 decibels is kind of the ideal. People could stand it and still hear it.
Okay.
That's kind of where you want loud music. If you call it loud, about 110 decibels is kind of where you want it. That's loud. That's louder than what I want at the Kettle. We never wanted it to be that loud.
So when you were outdoor or bands, you made sure that the bands knew we got to fucking maintain some kind of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we tried to, with our sound engineer and the bands, we tried to keep it 85 to 90 decibels.
Damn.
Because that makes it loud, but it still sounds good.
Yeah.
And most of the time at the soundboard, we kept it right at 90 or
But it's
lower,
projecting away from the homes.
for the
right?
most part. So, with 100%, the people that were complaining. So anyway, we went through all this shit. I'm talking about the alderman. I met with him. I rode around with the alderman. Met with him for lunch. Talked about this. Went over as much. They put a lot of effort into it. Curtis Swisher, the town manager, he talked to me a whole lot. Came by when we were having bands. Did all this stuff to try to figure out like what's going on.
You felt he put in the energy to try to be diplomatic, right?
For this one thing, he was.
Yeah.
It seemed like he was working. I mean, I've got other. That's a whole story in itself. Him. But so anyway, we got it down to if 57 decibels was the most it was going to bother her. 65 decibels is a fair amount. Where I'm located in Kernersville, I can't bother any other houses around at 65 decibels. So I should be good. We can have shows. It can grow. Kernersville will have this spot. We were really
Which it wants and needs.
We were putting a lot into our music. We weren't just getting your local bands. Like we were trying to like really put an art focus on it and get professionals.
Right.
To keep it small but get as big as it could. So anyway. So the 65 decibels got landed on that. It got passed by the alderman. Woohoo, we did it.
Okay.
The first week, noise complaint. That house. The fucking neighbors.
The lady you banged.
The lady I banged. Her husband. He's yelling, hollering. He would come over.
Okay, did he know that there was a past with her? Probably, yeah. The answer is yes.
It got brought up in court.
The answer is yes.
It got brought up in court. Well, that's why I think he really started complaining.
I agree, yeah.
We were cool. Dude, I would go over and drink.
He found out.
I would go over there and drink with him and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if he saw me, he usually would invite me over for a drink. We'd take shots and hang out. And then it went south, hardcore. And I'm pretty sure he found out.
Yeah, he found out.
So, yeah, so one night he comes over hooting and hollering, yelling, whatever. And I walked over and they closed
out of the blue, meaning we're chill 1 minute. Next minute, the dude's a dick. Or no?
Oh, I mean, he's naturally a dick. If you met him,
okay,
even on good terms, he just has that personality. Right. Like, even if I was still friends with him, I'd tell you if you carried yourself as a dick. You know what I mean? You tell your friends what their personalities are like. That doesn't mean they're bad, but he's just a dick kind of guy. He's just that kind of arrogant. But, so they start complaining. Well, now they turned it up and started complaining all the fucking time. So it didn't matter what we were having. Because the way the law is written is they take the decibel reading at the property line of the complainant.
Which is your fence line.
Well, it's there. So the Kettle's here, there's a salon, the little house, and then there's that house.
Okay.
Their house is the only house on Mountain Street between Main Street, well, hell, I don't even know, all the way down to the post office.
Really?
So all the way through downtown. And then you go to, that's left out of the Kettle, and if you go right, the next house on Mountain is all the way at the county line, is in Guilford County, right there at Double D's.
Shit.
Up and that. That's how many, they're the only fucking house,
wow.
Right? They're the only house on Mountain Street.
Dude.
Now there are houses scattered around behind us, but they're the only ones that complain. Anyway, that was the whole thing. But we just quit doing bands as big as we were. I mean, you can't do it when you got the cops showing up to your business every Friday night.
How do you think she told him? You know, Andy and I used to.
Oh, you know him?
Yeah, I mean, no, I don't know him for shit. I'm just curious how that came about.
His name's Andy.
I didn't know that.
I thought you were saying you and Andy.
No.
Oh, I have no idea.
I'm just curious how that conversation happened. You're hanging out with them, having drinks, taking a couple shots, and she leaves. She's like, you know what? I used to fuck Andy.
Oh, I don't think it was.
And
like
then it went,
boo. Who knows? You know, couples.
But dude, I think like there's a friend of mine that wants to put a live event, like a big event center in Kernersville because of how the interstates intersect.
That's exactly what we were saying. We're like, it's great. Everything. It's the heart of the tri. Well, it literally.
You know where Dudley's is?
The center of the state.
Dudley's, whatever beauty school complex, whatever the hell. I don't even know what road that is.
Mountain Street.
Is that what it is?
The old school that they tore down. The Phoenix building used to be there.
Did they tear? I didn't know they tore it down. But it's that property right there.
The town took it over and they condemned it and tore it down.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
That property right there, a buddy of mine was looking at and had big developers in mind to put this massive amphitheater
Dude, I hope he does it.
to put right there. I think he may have, I haven't talked to him a little bit about it, but he's probably struggling with the same shit that you
Good
struggled
luck
with.
to him.
That's my point. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, I will not open another business in Kernersville.
I don't blame you.
Will not fucking happen. There's no. I told John Barrow that this week.
But how fucked up is that, though?
Well, dude, I get to that, all this. I could tell you literally a ton of stories on how the town has extorted me. Dude, I built a brand new building over that house, that big building that's over the house. You know, the original Kettle's in a house. It's a little house.
Oh,
I built a big ass building over the
I'm
top.
surprised you got permits to do that, to be honest with you.
I was surprised too.
Yeah.
When I first came up with the idea and did it, they passed it. I was like, damn. So, well, I mean, there's no law against it. But there is a law that says you can't have a metal building. You can't have metal siding.
Okay.
It's part of the UDO code. But they passed it. They approved it. They had the plans. Clear as day. Fucking professionally drawn up plans. Like down to the thickness of the everything. I mean, they're fucking blueprints.
And they can't come back and retroactively make you take it down.
They did.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so they passed the whole plan. I built the whole building 4:30 on a Friday afternoon.
Approved. Permits, everything.
The fucking thing was built. It had done been inspected. It was built. They just hadn't given me the final on it. Wait. They might have given me the final. I think they had given me I had the final on it. I think it was done. It was passed. But the town enforcement guy, he doesn't work there anymore. They go through employees like fucking mad over there at the zoning and planning room. I don't know what's going on with that. They change employees. It's nuts. You can't keep up with it, how fast the employees change. But the damn town manager's been the same one for fucking since like 97 or something. He was the mayor, and he made himself the town manager and gave himself a raise and all this stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. He's the
Same
most
guy
powerful.
that came to see the bands or whatever that one time.
Yeah, I've dealt with him a lot. Kurt Swisher. He's the most powerful man in Kernersville. He's the town manager, but he's got more pull than anybody else in Kernersville. He works hand in hand with the town attorney. All the aldermen take advice from him. His family's Swishers have been involved in Kernersville for decades, hundreds of years.
Isn't Swisher like an attorney in Greensboro back in the day?
Probably. I don't know. He's a very smart guy, obviously, but he left college, came to Kernersville. He got elected mayor. Town manager job opened up. He resigned as mayor and took the town manager job right as they had given the town
There's a mitigating or motivating factor there. He knew.
He knew
Money
the
and
mayor
everything
has
else.
no pull in Kernersville to do shit.
He figured that
the
shit
mayor
out.
is a figurehead. They're just
Do they get paid?
Oh yeah, they get paid. The town manager gets paid more, a lot more. He
Than
gets
the
like
mayor.
I think his salary's like $167,000 or something a year. $1,000 a month stipend for an automobile, cell phone, healthcare, all dude.
Gets all that.
It's $250,000 a year or more probably
Damn.
after everything's all said and done. But he literally has more pull because, like I said, he works hand in hand with the town attorney, the alderman and the mayor. All of them go to him because he knows more about he's more in tune with everybody in town than anybody. The aldermen take his advice. He basically
What is an alderman? What is that? I don't know what that
they're
means.
elected. They're like the city council. They're the ones that vote and decide. There's 5 aldermen.
Do you have it at the city council?
There's
or no?
4 aldermen right now because Joe Penix just died on Monday or something like that. He just died this week, like a few days ago.
But that replaces the town council or city council, the alderman.
It is, yeah.
If you're a town, you have an alderman. If you're a city, you have city council.
Yeah.
Same responsibilities.
Same thing, yeah. Yeah, it's just a different name. So they vote, and you have to have 3 votes override everything.
Are they normally aligned?
The mayor's only chance to vote is a tiebreaker.
How can you have a tiebreaker if you have 5?
If you have
One guy died.
One guy dies.
Yeah.
Now the mayor comes in. The mayor really does. I mean, the most powerful person is the fucking town manager, which he shouldn't be because he is the employee of the town. But he literally runs the town because he tells zoning and planning, do this or don't. If Curtis goes to the zoning and planning, which is what I'm hoping happens now, I can tell you the story about what they're trying to extort.
$1,400?
Well, it was $1,400. It's $100 more a day, so whatever the fuck that is.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so it's like $1,800 or $1,900 now.
So this is recent.
It's right now. I'm waiting on John Barrow right now. He might call me tonight while we're sitting there. I doubt he will, but. So one of my tenants didn't file her paperwork properly. She opened her business like you normally would. You just go open it. It's a little fucking yard sale business, basically. It's a little thrift store.
You own the building. Is that
Right,
what?
and she's
Okay.
a tenant.
Right.
She opens a little thrift store. I told her before she opened it, before she even signed a lease with me, I said, you go to town hall, tell them what you're going to do, find out what you got to do before you do anything. Because it's going to be, they're going to do stuff that you're not going to understand why, but you have to do it. Well, apparently she didn't.
Do you have to give a business license in Kernersville to do it, or no?
Yeah, you got to do all the typical paperwork.
Okay,
It's
even for that.
Yeah,
right.
Dude, you got to get a building plan and a building permit in Kernersville, even if you're not building a damn thing. You got to get a building permit. You ain't painting a wall. You ain't putting up a door. You ain't putting up a wall. You ain't changing nothing. If you rented me this room right now, I walked in here and set my laptop on the desk and started working. I got to get a building permit to do that in Kernersville. That's how I get my occupancy. That's how I get everything. You've got to get a building permit.
Jesus.
So
It's like fucking California.
well, she did. It is. Well, she did that, and she owed them like she did her permitting or whatever fee she owed, and it was like $197 or whatever. She didn't pay it in time, but then she also had to pay them $300. So she owes them say $500, $497, whatever it was. She didn't pay it in time. Well, they fined her, and those fines added up to around $1,400, which she just simply cannot afford to pay. She cannot pay it. They told her to close her business, or they were going to continue to fine her, and they were going to take other means, which would probably be the cops going down and telling her she had to lock her doors, or they were going to continue to criminally charge her.
She's obviously struggling.
She's
right?
struggling big
Yeah.
time. The lady,
So they're putting more pressure
she opened
on
a
her.
little fucking
Yeah.
thrift shop, man.
Yeah.
She's just a normal small town little lady trying to make it. She's ambitious and wants to do something. But let her do it.
I agree.
She's not fucking hurting anybody.
Yeah.
She's no victims. She's hurting nothing. She's not causing
Holy
trouble.
fuck, Andy.
She's not causing trouble. Dude, it is the most commie fucking shit you've ever seen in your life. It's fucked up. So anyway, $1,400. So she tells me she's crying. Boo-hoo crying. She still owes me for a lease. She's still signed into her lease, but I didn't give, I'm like, if you can't, I'm not going to take you to court. You're a fucking little lady trying to fucking do something. Like I was trying to help her. And so anyway, I get a call from Clarence who owns the building. So I lease and then I lease the building.
Okay.
And then I sublease it to the tenants because part of it I was going to put a business in, but I'm going to change that. It's a whole nother story. But so I'm leasing it to this lady. Well, Clarence calls me, Andy, I'm getting a letter from the town. They're saying 727 or 723.
He's got a lot of flex, right?
He owns a lot and he pays a
He
lot of
should,
fucking taxes.
yeah.
He's 97 years old. I mean, he doesn't go down that. He doesn't do that. He
Okay.
used to back in the day. But like I said, the employees change so fast in Kernersville, it's nuts.
No relation, nothing. Yeah.
There ain't no relationships to be had. Unless you're friends with Curtis Swisher, you ain't got shit. He's the one that he calls all the shots. If an alderman, I called John Barrow and said, John, they're telling, so Clarence, they're making him pay $1,400. Clarence called me, Andy, you got to pay this. Well, Clarence can't pay it. I got to pay it. I'm not making Clarence pay for something on my building, but
Yeah.
why the fuck am I having to pay it? Why are they even coming?
Well, how can they even come to you? I don't understand.
Exactly. I've been trying to get in touch with Catherine Garner. She's the head of zoning and planning. And apparently we've played phone tag. I was in the shower before I came here and she called me and I missed it. Tried to call her back.
I mean, aside from why they're putting this pressure on her, right?
They shut her down.
Which they shouldn't.
She's out of fucking business. She
That's
is gone.
horrible.
So
she's just trying to hustle. That's all
only
she's
did
trying
this
to do.
little lady get shut down and forced out of this place where she wasn't open for like 3 months or 4 months. Wasn't making no money.
But tried.
She tried.
She fucking tried.
She was trying.
Yeah.
Hell, she was stressed about paying me to be able to pay her lease. And then here they come. They're fucking horrible. They're evil as fuck. Dude, they tried to shut me down. They threatened. So I was in violation with some I can't remember what it was. It's happened multiple times. But when I'm in violation, say you own a tire shop or whatever, and you're in violation for the exact same thing I'm in violation for, then you have to pay these fines till you get it remedied or whatever. Say you're in code violation because your building, my building wasn't painted. I had put some siding up, hadn't got it painted yet. They said I was in violation.
After you got the CO.
Yeah. Well, that was after. So I hadn't got back to I hadn't told you about the metal building they made me take the siding off of and replace it. And
I'm trying like hell not to get distracted.
Well, I was trying to. Well, the $1,400. So now they're saying we owe the $1,400 that some lady owed that they shut down. How the fuck do I owe her fines? That'd be like you getting a speeding ticket in my car, and because you didn't pay your ticket, they come to me because, well, you own the car, so now you got to pay his ticket. That'd make more fucking sense than what they're doing to me for fucking tenant in my building owing money. Like what?
But on the bigger thing, what risk or what issues or costs did they incur for $1,400?
Exactly.
Nothing. It's
None.
just extra revenue
It's just
to the
extortion.
town. I agree.
It's fucking extortion.
I agree.
It's the same thing as
Yeah.
the mob was doing to people.
100%
And they're under the threat.
Political extortion.
It's under the physical threat. Because you know what it'll come down to? Fucking law enforcement officers with guns, and they'll fucking kick my fucking ass or shoot me if I don't do what they want me to do.
Yeah.
It's literally under physical threat. And they threaten your
But
life.
this lady's trying to hustle, bro.
This lady's
She's out
trying to
there
hustle.
trying to
She
fucking just
literally-
make her living and trying to do something on her own.
You can't do that in Kernersville anymore. You can't. I couldn't open the business I have now in Kernersville if I wanted to. You can't legally because you can't open. You can't get an alcohol license unless you are a restaurant or a brewery within 300 feet of a residential property, or a church or a daycare. But somehow they gave fucking alcohol license to 2 new bars since that ordinance was put in 2019. 2 bars have opened on Main Street. Mm-hmm. Right fucking beside a church. Damn church is connected.
Which one is that?
The Follies. He used to work for me. He went and tried to open another Kettle. He literally just copied the Kettle.
I didn't know that.
Oh, dude, flat out copied the Kettle. He was working for me. He's bad fucking piece of shit, dude. Anyway, the church. When
right
I
beside
said we
the
won't
church,
talk
right?
about other people, there are certain people that have set
I
themselves
can
up for me to talk
edit
about.
whatever the fuck you want me to edit out. But
So
Follies is right beside the church, right?
The fucking fence of the church is connected to the building. Their daycare. It's a church and a daycare. So there's double way.
So is he tight then to your boy? This is the town manager?
I'm pretty sure. No, I really, I think he's tight with Curtis Swisher. I don't know that.
But how? Okay, then
I
how
know
do you get
for a
over
fact-
that in the
well-
world of zoning? Because zoning is black and white in theory.
Well, no. See,
It's not, though.
That's where I was going to get.
Obviously.
I'll get to that.
Yeah.
So Stamper does work for Curtis Swisher in his rental properties. Stamper is a handyman kind of guy.
He's Follies guy.
Yeah, he did for me what Charlie does for me now. He was like my handyman, my helper.
yeah. Okay.
Did whatever the fuck I needed him to do.
Now, see, my thing is, guys who are so anti-gay guys probably want to dip in it a little bit, right?
The ones that I've seen that are the most like that
Yeah.
are like him. When they're really aggressively anti-gay,
Yeah.
they usually are gay.
'Cause I think something you and I can agree with, that not politics, but politically, probably conservative. Socially, I'm as liberal as they come, brother.
Oh yeah, I'm the same.
If you're happy, cool. If you want to suck a dick,
Yeah,
eat what?
I don't care.
I'm cool.
Yeah, 100%.
But I want to hear the building, the
So somehow he got an alcohol license. Well, in order to get the way to get it, that's a town ordinance.
I
not
thought
North Carolina
Follies had
City.
been there forever. No.
No, Follies has only been there for
Okay.
since 21, I think, 21 or 22, something like that. But anyway, you're not supposed to be able to get an alcohol license without food or being a brewery, a manufacturer of alcohol within 300 feet of a
Church
church
or whatever.
residential property or whatever, and he is within 300 feet of all that, connected to a daycare. The church has a daycare, and the daycare's playground at the church is connected to the Follies building.
But that
It blows
statute is black
my
and
mind.
white, right? Like black and fucking white.
But they ain't got to enforce it if they don't want to.
That's okay.
Ain't nobody doing nothing about it. So the only person that has to say, yeah, let it happen is Curtis Swisher. He is the boss of Catherine Garner, who is the boss of everybody else in the zoning.
Catherine
and
Garner, the
planning.
attorney?
Catherine Garner, the head of zoning and planning.
Okay.
Curtis has to tell her what she can or can't do, and she tells all the other minions in the zoning and planning what they can or can't do. And if Curtis says it is, then it is. And the aldermen are none the wiser. They don't know. They don't keep up with that shit. They're normal dudes running their businesses. They're doing like John Mayer's an attorney. Like they don't keep up with all that shit. They don't, unless they're retired. I mean, but so so somehow you up in that. Well, then he completely remodeled and opened a bar without any zoning or planning fee or any permitting. I called and said, "Hey, this dude's opening a bar down here within 3, and this is when we're opening Game On and we're catching shit."
Hell.
Hey, call it hell,
Yeah.
and he opens a bar in the window of time we had started.
Beside a
Game On.
fucking daycare unit.
Well, no. This is his second bar. He opened 2 fucking bars within both illegally, but still got him past the town somehow.
Yeah, he's banging the dude.
Both
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
But the one was in 300 feet of a fucking house.
What's
and
the
they
other
said,
bar?
"Oh, it's zone commercial." I'm like, that fucking house is lived in and has always been lived in. There's people in it. So the fact that people live in a house doesn't matter that you open a bar next to it. Like, it makes no fucking sense. There's actually 2 houses. And they said, well, both of them are zone commercial now. I said, but they're not. People live in them. They're like, yeah, but technically,
Can you legally reside in a home that's zoned commercial?
if they zone it commercial after if it gets rezoned and you don't go and fight it and they still zone it, you can live in a house. They can't kick you out of it.
Because legally, I could not live here.
But it was zoned before you wanted to live in it.
Yes.
But if you lived here, they could zone it commercial.
After the fact and kind of grandfather the.
Yeah, the grandfather did. So
what's his other bar? Where is that? What is
Social Habit.
What is that one?
It's like he.
Oh, that's that little one on Main Street, right?
It's blue. All the lighting's blue, and it's like
drinks are like fucking $38.
Cocktail bar, and they're fucking terrible. I went in there a few times, and every time I got, dude, they gave me an old fashioned that tasted like some kind of drink from the beach. Like it was fucking horrible. And I even told her, and she told me, I watched her make it. I said, "Here's what you need to do. You're using the right ingredients wrong." I was like, "You do it like this."
Probably dumping simple syrup, all kind of.
Dude,
Yeah.
fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Like you don't put ingredients like that in a fucking old fashioned. They're not. It's not cocktail. An old fashioned is not really a cocktail, like a mixed cocktail. It's like
You want to taste the fucking bourbon.
it's
You
splash.
have it. Yeah.
Yeah, you do a splash
100%.
of that stuff to give it round off the flavor. You know, like anyway, they don't know. Crazy. But anyway, within 300 feet, I think I've measured it. I went on the GIS and you can measure distances, and I measured it. It was like 280 feet, which the same token, the house behind Game On, 280 feet. But they made us become a restaurant or a brewery or whatever, but they put us through fucking hell. We had to redo everything at that building. We should have torn the building down, built a new building. It would have been easier. Because
Would you have built it that extra 20 feet? You know what I'm saying? Structurally, to maintain that 300-foot barrier between.
Well, it's property lines.
Okay.
Well, no. Sorry, I said that wrong. It's the corner of the building to the corner. So, yeah, corner of the building to the property line. So the nearest corner to the nearest property line.
How'd y'all bypass that 280 or 300-foot threshold for Game On?
Mm-hmm. We have a kitchen. We're a restaurant. We had to have a health grade. So we always planned on having a kitchen.
I see what you're saying now. All right.
We always planned on having a kitchen.
For the record, fucking great food.
Thanks.
Yeah, burgers are phenomenal.
Joe has
done an amazing job. Yeah,
that's all Joe.
Great fucking job.
He's
He
killed.
needs to fucking take his Xanax and chill the fuck out. But
I tried to.
but
He's so wound up. But so we had to put that kitchen in. We were going to have food the whole time. We gave him the plan. We're going to have food. That was our plan was to get the bar open, have good pre-prepped food, which a lot of places do, and then you don't have to have a health grade.
to get cash fund revenue in to
fucking
build
get money to build
where
our
you are.
to build our
Yes.
kitchen. Yeah, because we would have probably been open for 2 or 3 months and started building the kitchen just to get us going, because we'd have made enough revenue off the bar to start building the kitchen. As long as the bills were being paid, we weren't trying to make our livings off of it yet. As long as we could pay the fucking bills, then we could put money into the kitchen instead of. So you have to have a health grade from the health department. Well, I'm like, fuck, okay. Well, then we tossed around being a brewery. We tossed around. Dude, long story short, it was like 14 months before we even got a building permit to even start work. So we had to build.
All held up by
all this.
Kernersville.
Yeah, because we couldn't figure out how to get this fucking alcohol license and like yada yada. It was fucking ridiculous. And then by the time we had to get you had to get plans drawn to get a building permit.
Right.
So that's part of it. It wasn't all the town. You had to wait on O'Brien, the architect.
That's
firm,
architect. Okay.
to get the stuff to us. Well, they had a new guy that he's not that experienced. So
Were you paying rent at the time? You were, or were you?
Fuck yeah. Well, we still owe some back rent, but it was worked out. Like
Yeah.
we worked,
Which is fair, to be honest with you.
Clarence has helped us out.
Yeah.
If it would have been anybody else, we'd have never been able to do it.
Yeah.
That's why you see people start projects and they don't happen because they can't afford to make it to the point where they
I
actually
may
can
tell
do
you
it.
a sad story about a bar in a minute.
Yeah. So Clarence helped us out big time. He let us hold back, and he didn't charge us for a lot of rent and things like that. I mean, he
That's strong.
I have a good relationship with
But
him.
that's a partner, though. We all need that shit.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh, he's old school, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
I got
dude-
the same with my guy. One of my best friends owns the shopping center.
Yeah, Clarence has helped me out a lot. Which I've known Clarence for, I guess, 13 years now, 12 or 13 years.
Yeah.
And I've always shot him straight, and he's always shot me straight, and we get along real well. And that's why I have buildings of his, and I help. He calls me when he gets a building. He's like, hey, I think this building would be good for that. You could probably find people to go in here. Do you want to do anything with it?
That's dope.
That's how I've ended up a lot. So I tried to get the building Game On was in before Clarence ever even owned it.
Anna was there or no?
When Anna had it, I talked to Anna about buying K Vegas, and I think it was such a mess she couldn't sell it
Okay.
or something. I don't know.
Did
Whatever
Clarence
reason.
own it when
No.
Anna was there?
No, another guy owned it.
That guy was a dick, right?
I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
him.
Yeah.
That's a whole, I don't know.
I know a little bit about that story. Won't elaborate, but yeah.
Yeah, apparently they had a pretty rough breakup or whatever. But no, so he was going to try to put a sweepstakes in there, and you can't open another sweepstakes in Kernersville. The only ones that are there are grandfathered. So when you see them, there's only a couple. They're grandfathered in. You can't open one at all. So somehow Clarence was able to end up getting the building and called me and said, hey, I got this building. I said, dude, I've been trying to get that building for like 5 years. I'd been trying to get it because I wanted to put a kitchen and bar in there, like a Stoke Ridge kind of thing.
Yep.
Fucking need one. We don't have one. Well, that's not true. We do have one, but
So you've envisioned Game On well before
oh yeah,
it came to fruition.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, then at that time, Joe had been bugging me wanting to start a business with me. I was like, oh, this is perfect. Because Joe's like, I got a little cash laying around that I could invest in this. And I'm like, well, I'm down to do it too. So Joe is literally with me. Me and Joe are together, I don't know, doing what, eating lunch or something. We were just together.
Yeah.
And that's when Clarence called me and said he had bought the building. Do I want to get it and do something with
You
it?
took the call.
Yeah, I
with
took
Joe.
the call. Joe's in the car with me, coincidentally.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
So not only had I had a plan to put something in that building, a bar with a restaurant, Joe and I had been talking about putting something in that building, a bar with a restaurant. The game part kind of came later. We kind of, as it evolved.
Yeah.
And I happen to know a guy that does that. I'm like, hey, this is perfect. Let's do this. So that's where it ended up there. But yeah, so Joe just happened to be with me when Clarence called me. So it was like the stars aligned. And it was like, well, shit, let's do this. Let's go look at it right now. So we drove up there and like, dude, we'll do this and this and this.
Was it in bad shape, like when you got to it?
No.
Or was it structurally fine, everything?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it is just like it was when we went in there. Like, we didn't build the bar. The bar was already there.
I thought you built the bar and did
Anna
everything.
built it. Anna built the bar itself. So
Did you top coat it with like all the stainless and
I
wood?
ain't put a paintbrush on that bar. Nothing. That bar was there. Anna built that bar. It's the original bar.
The long pour and everything was.
The what?
Don't you have long pour?
The draft?
Yeah.
Oh, no. We installed all that. No,
Okay.
no. Yeah, no, the bar itself. I'm talking about the actual bar.
Aesthetically, though, it looked the same.
Not the room. I'm talking about the bar.
You didn't change the aesthetics. Like
No.
wood. Fuck, I thought
It
you
had
did
that
all
wood
that.
top. It had
Yeah.
metal on the front. She
Okay.
did that. She didn't structurally build it. I think it was the same bar that was there. She just recoated it.
Okay.
She put new top and new front. Maybe just a new front. Anyway, it's the bar I think that's been there since the past 2
Are you a
bars.
believer that like certain people come into your life for a reason? I'm going to use Clarence as an example with you. It's like, and like our paths crossed, and certain people. Not that I'm not religious at all, but I'm kind of spiritual in the sense that certain paths are designed to cross just to make our lives better. Mm-hmm. Do you think maybe Clarence, for whatever reason, you and Clarence kind of hooked up because you're helping him just as much as he's helping you? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. I hope I am. I don't know. I don't know if I'm really helping him.
You're the first guy he calls. I've got a vision for a business, and Andy can bring that vision to fruition.
Yeah, I guess. He just knows how I am.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe.
Let's go back to Kettle. You get the CO.
The metal
Ready to
building?
roll. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 4:30 on a Friday. Mike, what was his name? Mike Horney. His name's Mike Horney. He doesn't work for Kernersville anymore.
Okay.
He had another employee of Kernersville that's there and then leaves. So for some reason they got like this revolving door. Inspectors, all of them, they come and go. Some of them, there's a few that have been there quite a while.
Maybe a boy gets him on the fucking what is it, the casting couch? The town manager.
And they won't blow him
Yeah,
or
they won't suck
something.
him. Yeah. I mean, there might be some validity to it, bro.
So, yeah, he shows up like 4:30, and it's like, you can't have this, and pointed at the building. I said, have this. What are you talking about?
Out of the blue.
Yeah, I thought
You're trying to run a business.
Yeah, and he says you can't have metal siding. I said, Mike, this is the building y'all approved. What are you talking about? It's done. Like, it's built. It's completely done. Like, what are you talking about? This place has been built. He says you can't have this. So that turns into I get a letter and start getting fined $100 a day
No shit.
for building the building they approved.
That they approved. Yeah. And you've got documentation that they.
Got documentation.
Yeah.
So I contacted an attorney. He was a puss. I should have never. Somebody suggested him to me. He was a fucking pussy. If your attorney is not a fucking asshole, you do not.
I agree, 100%.
If your attorney is not an asshole and will not talk to you, if he tries to act like an accountant and a professional and all that, you don't want that.
The same thing if a CPA is not an asshole. They're not the right one.
You don't fucking want that.